Hi guys, it's Colleen here with Weichert Realtors. I wanted to move on to part two to my What to Expect series. The next thing I want to talk about, because we already talked about now you've made an offer, right? So let's now assume that your offer has been accepted. Yay! That's wonderful news. But there's a lot more that has to go on here before you finally get to enjoy your new home, right? So usually we're now about anywhere from 2 to 3 months away from you actually moving in and closing on that property. So now your offer has been accepted. What next? Now we will need to send all the documents and contract, including the contract, to both attorneys. So you will need to know what attorney you will be using. I highly recommend that you do some research on this. Your realtor can recommend some real estate attorneys, and it's very, very, very important. I cannot stress enough how important it is to use a real estate attorney. Do not use your friend, your uncle that does, traffic tickets and that sort of thing. There is a lot of information and detail that a real estate attorney knows specifically and how to deal with it when things come up. So I can assure you that when you work with a real estate attorney, you are in a much better position than someone who rarely does it. Your realtor can, of course, recommend some that they've used and that they've had success with and that they know will do a good job for you. So in my case, for example, I do recommend a couple attorneys, and I would suggest that you call and speak with them and you get their pricing and, go with someone that you're comfortable with, okay? But again, very important to choose a real estate attorney. So now the documents get sent to both parties, to both attorneys on both ends, the seller and the buyer. And that is sent by the agent, either the listing agent or the buyer's agent. And they include everybody on the email, meaning, the realtors, the attorneys, and usually at this point, the buyers and sellers are not included on these emails going back and forth. And we basically are sending everything to them. And if they have any questions, to please keep us in the loop. Your attorney now will reach out to you, okay, once they receive all the documents. And they are literally going to go over page by page with you, okay? Your attorney is there to protect you, and they will change many, many things on the contract, because the contract that the realtor submits is just your standard New Jersey real estate contract, okay? Your attorney obviously is looking out for your best interest, so he's going to change a multitude of things on the contract, which is fine. Okay, once he speaks with you and explains everything to you that's in the contract, what he's removing, what he's going to replace it with, he is also going to be at the same time reaching out to the seller's attorney and basically saying that the attorney review process has begun and, basically nulling this contract as is, and he will get back to him with his changes, okay? Now he sends all his changes over to the selling attorney. They review everything with their people. And usually this goes back and forth because they'll make changes. Then they have to agree on certain terminology and phrasing because, of course, each is trying to protect their client. Usually, I've seen attorney reviews last one day, a couple hours. I've seen attorney reviews last over a week. Which is unusual. Usually the typical average time is about 3 days. Okay, they can usually get it done in about 3 days. We move on from there. What's nice, again, once you're out of attorney review, okay, and they will literally put that in writing. We have concluded attorney review. You are now under contract. Okay, and that's the next phase of your home buying process. And we'll talk about that in the next series. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, DM me. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel, right? So this way you'll get the notifications automatically. And thanks for listening, guys. I'll talk to you soon.